Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
I think there's a few hours left on this. Yesterday they had announced Link2 is airdropping $1,000 in Bitcoin for every investment made on the platform during the next 24 hours, regardless of whether you're paying wire transfer or Uphold. You don't even have to use your Uphold wallet on this one. So if I'm somebody who was doing it, I haven't gotten any yet. I'm wanting to get some of the BitPay. I just haven't been in a position to do it when the BitPay's been up here. I'm shocked that this is still sitting here. Ripple has been fully subscribed. I'm shocked that Uphold is still sitting here at $7.50. But I'm probably most shocked. To me, this one's the diamond in the rough. The Link2 shares themselves at $3. Boom. Okay, moving along. Now, Rosalind Layton is at it again. Rosalind Layton she's a PhD. She's been writing these articles in Forbes, most of them in support of Ripple and the whole XRP thing versus the SEC. She did a good one here, folks. The meaning of we at the SEC is what she called it, and there's a couple of awesome quotes out of this. The first one here is from John Deaton's law firm. In court, the SEC's lawyers stand behind their logic-neutral pronouns. The arrogant condescension that everyone should have known that XRP was always a security, that Hinman's speech wasn't guidance, and that all those we's, meaning the SEC, are mass delusion. In other words, the SEC, through their arrogance, is trying to make this judge and make us all believe that we were just delusional, that the statements and that Hinman going on CNBC to make the markets think that Ethereum was not a security. They're saying now, oh, it's his personal opinion. We're all crazy. We shouldn't have assumed that by Bill Hinman going out in front of the SEC logo and giving that speech at a crypto conference, or we also shouldn't have and then they also, remember, at the conference, at the Yahoo Summit conference, when he gave that speech, folks, remember, they had it scheduled for Joseph Lubin to come out and do a victory lap later in the day, which he did, and played dumb on the whole thing, but they made it a whole thing. SEC never came out and said, oh, don't send Joseph Lubin out there for congratulations that Ethereum's not a security, because that's not what we're saying. This is just my opinion. They didn't say that. They didn't say that when they sent Bill Hinman on to CNBC and he said we and all that business. They were intentionally signaling to the markets. They're lying now. That's the real story, folks. Let's cut through what all they are lying. The SEC, think about this. The SEC of the United States of America intentionally sent him out there and put guidance out to the market for 3+ years, folks. 3+ years. And now they are literally lying in court about what it was. And we have the video, we have the timeline. It is a travesty what is going on. And the fact that no Congress people have stood up and called the SEC out for what is going on here is crazy cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Because we are not delusional. We know exactly what they did. We have their own people saying that he was put out there to guide the markets. Robert Jackson, remember my favorite SEC commissioner? It's exactly what it was guidance, and they know it, you know it, I know it. We're not crazy, we're not delusional. Rosalind Layton knows that what they're doing is wrong. She's being kind when she calls it arrogant condescension. Okay. Then Jeremy Hogan puts out the same quote. Apparently these lawyers, I think it was the same quote. Yeah. These lawyers, I think Rosalind Layton's a lawyer. I know she's a PhD, but anyway. Apparently they're picking up on how great her wording was there. I still say we never see those Ethereum emails. The second SEC has exhausted all their stalling and extending, and the judge makes, and they're all their motions and all the BS, and the judge makes them deliver the goods. This is over. We know Ethereum whale purchases were hidden. This all leads to names that can't be revealed. I'm not saying that the names of the whales are in these things they don't want to show. I'm just saying that the breadcrumbs probably become much more substantial if we see this, because then you're going to see what's really going on. See, I don't think that I don't even think it's necessarily what's in the documents that they're so afraid of showing. I think that it's tiny little things that they know all of us web sleuths will figure out once we see the document, and then we'll go and find what's been hiding in plain sight all along. That's what I think. I think that they know that from those breadcrumbs we will be able to put a huge spotlight all of a sudden on exactly who the whale purchased and all that stuff. This thing, it will finally tie up all the loose ends of this timeline and everything that we, think about it, everything that we put together out here was public information. Everything, the video, the timeline, and think about what we've been able to put together. Now, imagine if we can see emails and see any kind of, all it'll take is a one-liner, any kind of things that were actually being said behind the scenes. Just think about this. Think about how much Joseph Lubin has run his mouth publicly on video at these conferences. Now, think about what a guy like that is saying via email when he thinks it will never be seen. I mean, come on, folks. This will be devastating. You will never see those emails. Now, from Rosalind Layton Forbes article, I'll say again, we never see those docs. Only the upside down world does this, only in the upside down world, which we seem to be living in these days, does the judge let the SEC get away with not showing them. When they are finally backed into a corner on this, it's over. That's my opinion. I believe it. I believe this is done. I believe they cannot let us see them. For whatever's in there, they can't let us see them. There's something there the public can't see. Here's a clip from her article. Ripple emerges as the defender of markets and investors join. The SEC responded with a contention as ridiculous as its complaint against Ripple, that Hinman's speech was personal opinion, not market guidance. Presently, the agency is fighting maniacally, I like that word, to stop Ripple from obtaining dozens of emails, speech drafts, and meeting notes that would expose how Hinman's speech was developed. Such documents will likely be exculpatory for Ripple and reveal the Ethereum investors and their lawyers played a role in writing Hinman's speech. That's where the rubber meets the road right there, folks. Let's read that sentence again. Such documents will likely be exculpatory of Ripple and reveal that Ethereum investors and their lawyers played a role in writing Hinman's speech. That's all you gotta see, folks. That's what's going on. Now, let's move along. Now, this video I put together the other day, I'm not going to play it again, but I want to keep reiterating. Those emails and all those documents, they'll never be seen because I believe it leads to the disguised whales. Maybe not directly, but I believe it fills some gaps that leads to what this thing was about from day freaking one. Okay? All right. Now, and I also said this, put this out, John Deaton, this is John Deaton's timeline, and by the way, these are the facts and they are not in dispute, okay? I said, I wonder if the whales, if any of the whales that Joseph Lubin talked about helping to disguise their purchases in the Ethereum pre-sale are in this timeline. One way to find out, investigate and copy all the people at the SEC, DOJ, FBI, the people at the Finance Committee, anybody that wants to do right by the United States of America, you can do it anytime now, folks. All right, now here's another beef I have, folks. Look, these supposed industry groups that put themselves out as representatives of the industry, they owe us an explanation because we're a part. Ripple and XRP are a part of the crypto industry, and I tweeted this the other day. This is the lady that runs the Blockchain Associate. She's a member of the board, executive director, Kristen Smith. Let's call them out. Jake Chervinsky, Ron Hammond, who used to work with Ripple. He's the director of government relations at Blockchain. Now, I'm not saying there's not an explanation. I'm just saying they owe us one. What is it? Okay? To my knowledge, I said, what are you doing to support John Deaton in his fight against the SEC on behalf of XRP holders? Have you spoken to him? That's all we really want to know. Have you spoken to John Deaton? I don't think they have. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then I tweeted this out. The blockchain, and this goes for Chamber of Digital Commerce too, okay? And what's her name? Perry Ann Boring, she runs the Chamber of Digital Commerce. I've not seen either one of these industry organizations that claims to be an industry group. They don't put on their website that we are a Bitcoin and Ethereum group. They say industry crypto group. In fact, on the Twitter profile of the Blockchain Association, it says the unified voice of the crypto industry. And I said, to my knowledge, you haven't unified with the XRP community or John Deaton regarding the SEC attack on XRP and all of crypto. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm happy for them if they say, oh, no, we've been talking to John Deaton. We've been helping him out and advising him behind the scenes on this whole thing. If they say that, I'll apologize. I'll say, well, I'm stand corrected. But to my knowledge, all of these groups that claim to be for the industry. Now remember, and here's the reason that I'm bringing this up. Remember, 2018, folks, this is how we got here, is because all of those venture capital firms, the venture capital working group, all of those people, the articles that were written on what they were doing, it was done under the same guise as this industry group. It was presented as if they were working on behalf of the crypto industry, and they were not. They were working on behalf of Bitcoin and Ethereum. We do not want that to happen again. So if you see this tweet, you need to retweet it, and you need to be asking these people these questions, because we can't have 2018 happen again. John Deaton, there's nobody that's more at the forefront of fighting for the crypto industry than John Deaton when he's got a lawsuit against the SEC. And if these guys are not on his team, then whose team are they on? Are they on the same team as the venture capital working group, which got a free pass for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and everybody else and was happy, I won't say happy, but was content for the last 3 years for that to be it? You didn't see them out worrying about regulatory clarity the last 3 years because they got it, or as Lowell Ness said, they got Bitcoin and Ethereum out from under securities laws. So my question is, what is the Blockchain Association's goal? What is the Chamber of Digital Commerce's goal? Are they working on behalf of Bitcoin and Ethereum, or are they working on behalf? We need to know, because we have to assume now that these people that call themselves industry groups are only working for proof of work, because that's what was done in 2018. So people that see this tweet and you think oh, he's just trying to stir up trouble. No, I'm trying to focus on this because we got burned in 2018 and we didn't even know it. Now we know it. Well, let's not get burned again. These people need to have a spotlight put on them, and they need to take a stand and let us know where their stance is if they're going to call themselves the unified voice of the crypto industry. And I don't think that's unreasonable. And this is their Twitter profile, the unified voice of the crypto industry. Okay? So you don't have to take my word for it. And then John Deaton weighs in on that tweet. As an Ethereum holder, had the SEC filed a case versus Joseph Lubin, Vitalik Buterin, the Ethereum Foundation, and Consensus alleging today's ETH was a security, I would have filed the same case, the SEC, that I did over XRP. Would these, quote, industry leaders act differently? So apparently, the way I read this is that they haven't reached out to John Deaton. Where are they? Why aren't they helping John Deaton? And then, it's important to understand, John Deaton is working on behalf of the whole industry. This is what I don't understand about this. Unless their hatred for Ripple and XRP overrides their support of the industry as a whole. Now, that's possible. Maybe that's what we're talking about. But here, John Deaton is pointing out the danger. The proposal also asserts that the new definition will overrule previous SEC no-action letters and guidance assuring certain kinds of systems are not securities exchanges. Gary Gensler intends to renege on no-action letters to protect the banks from DeFi. Okay? Now remember, part of the Ethereum free pass, it was a three-pronged thing. Make Ethereum a commodity. This was what the monopoly attempt was all about. Make Ethereum a monopoly. Make it a commodity. Give token issuance, a monopoly on token issuance only to Ethereum. That was the second prong. And the third one was to give Ethereum the monopoly on DeFi. That's what this was about. That's why. Who's behind it? I played you the video. Goldman Sachs had senior programmers at Ethereum before it was launched. JP Morgan was there before it was launched. out of Joseph Lubin's own mouth. I've played 3 or 4 videos where he said it. We know who was there. You put it together. What was the Federal Reserve, folks? When they went down to Jekyll Island, what happened when they left Jekyll Island? The 5 wealthiest families, one of them that was represented was J.P. Morgan. They were at the table when they formed the Federal Reserve, and they planned the Federal Reserve in that room on Jekyll Island, Georgia, in my state. When they left, the whole point of it, they went in secret. The whole point of going there was to do it in secret, very similar to the way that the Ethereum free pass was done. The whole point of it was to plan it there, then take it to Congress and make it Congress's idea, make it look like it was Congress's idea. And J.P. Morgan was one of the 5 represented there, okay? And now here you have another secret meeting 100 years later. What did they get when they left that room at the Federal Reserve? When they left Jekyll Island, they got a monopoly on money for the next 100 years. They could print it and then earn interest off of it. What did the Ethereum people get when they left that secret meeting that ended in the Hinman speech? What did they get? They got a money printer. If they have a monopoly, think about this for a minute, folks. I want to grab people's face and say, listen to what I'm saying. When they left that room, if they successfully walk away with a monopoly for Ethereum, they've got a money printing machine. If they can have a token factory and all other digital assets will not be able to do it, whoever's behind the Ethereum free pass has a money printing machine while nobody else does. I'm telling you, this is Bretton Woods 2.0. They're trying what they're trying to get away with here. That's what this was. Make no mistake. This is so much bigger than anybody even realizes. Now, I want to play you this because it's important. The Bitcoin maxis are smelling blood in the water here, folks. Okay, they're too arrogant to acknowledge any of us and acknowledge what we've found and what's been shown, especially Max Kaiser. But they're using it to their advantage because Ethereum has always bothered these Bitcoin maxis. They don't like it. They don't like the idea of these Ethereum people talking about Ethereum jumping Bitcoin. Here Max Kaiser is talking. I'm going to play it for you in a sec. Bitcoin maxis, they smell blood in the water. All we wanted was, this is me talking, all we wanted was a level playing field. They couldn't just give Ethereum a free pass. They had to go after Ripple and gloat on video. Their arrogance is their kryptonite. Here is Max Kaiser. Listen.
And the SEC, Gary Gensler, has yet to come out definitively and say whether or not Ethereum is a security. So we're still waiting for that definitive comment. He may, in fact, and it is a security because it was created with the intention of profiting or making money from the sale of these tokens. That's textbook securities, a security sale. I know because I'm a former broker for many years. I know a security when I see one, and that's a security. And it should be shut down as an unregulated, unregistered security, for one thing. And number two, it's a scam.
I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that I really do believe that what the Hinman thing was all about, what that was all about, is the big boys, the Wall Street big boys. They knew that if they could pull it off, that they would in essence be doing what was done at Jekyll Island in the formation of the Federal Reserve. And
so enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.